Oblate icon and a little bit of a description there. It was painted by a lady in Western Australia. So it's an Australian icon commissioned for us. It's a unique piece of art that the many parents of Oblate Youth Australia from around the country contributed to paying for it. So I'd like to honour and thank them for their generous donation in giving this wonderful image of faith. A beautiful piece of art. I like it personally, and we will treasure it as Oblate Youth Australia whenever we gather. And there are the three symbols or four symbols that unite us at our gathering at World Youth Day. The candle, which was the beginning of our commissioning, the Book of the Gospels, which will be used at all the ceremonies, the Oblate Cross, which we blessed last year, and the body of the cross actually comes as a gift from the Indonesian province, and now the Marian icon. So these were the icons that we used to celebrate over the over the International Oblate Youth Encounter. It is an exciting experience. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. There are already over 500 internationals booked in from around 20-25 nations. We're still working on finalising some visas, but keep praying for visas because they're going well at the moment. And some of those nations are represented back here. We've got 64 of those flags that we'll use in the ceremony to symbolise the 64 nations that the Oblates work and mission in together with as part of the Oblate family. So it's an exciting experience. On top of that, we have over 200 young people from Australia participating. I think we're around 250 at the moment. This is your last chance. Literally. I'm not going to pretend anymore. We've had a few cut-off dates. Monday morning, we need to receive registration. So if there's any last-minute people that are interested in joining our pilgrimage, part of the experience in Mazenod College and part of the experience in Sydney, I invite you tonight to take a registration form. Take that registration form home, fill it in, and drop it into St Mary's Seminary first thing tomorrow morning. We need to book flights because and transport, I've been told by our travel agents, everything goes up Tuesday. So closing date is Monday. So, very practical things. We've got to be practical in life. And that's the reality. So I invite you to get involved. It's going to be an exciting experience. This Eucharist is just a glimpse of what we're putting on as a community. There are young people from 5 states of Australia. There's a team of over 80, some current Mazenod boys, plenty of old Mazenod boys, including an old Iona boy and West Australian Mazenod boy, and myself as an old Mazenod boy on the team. There's going to be lots of young people involved. It's an event prepared for young people to celebrate the great joy and faith of Jesus Christ. It's going to be an occasion like no other in our church World Youth Day. And Mazenod College will be just a glimpse of that. So I invite you to participate and be part of that. And how can you be part of that? Well, that's on the other side of the icon flyer. Isn't that environmentally friendly? We've just reduced our carbon footprint here. We would like to get you involved in a number of ways. We would like you to get involved in an interfaith gathering of peace, a celebration of peace at Federation Square on the Thursday morning. We would like to get you involved in the Stations of the Cross like you had never seen before at St Mary's, and you will never see again. It will be a musical performed by many of the artists here. We're even looking at a life-size Jesus to crucify. It's going to be a hoot. It's going to be fantastic. So I suggest you come along for that experience. Then we're opening up the College of Mazenod College, and it's going to be a parish fete, but we're not trying to raise money. Isn't that a strange experience? It's almost not Catholic, is it? Now, this experience, every culture will have a booth, every community coming, there'll be all different representations. Mazenod old boys and old girls will be putting on a musical performance. There's going to be acts, there's going to be, what did I say? No, it's true, Adelaide girls. Oh, okay, alright, I'll mix that up. Okay, I get excited. But anyway, there's lots of exciting things. I think there's travelling zoos, there's an expo football match, there's lots of exciting things. I want you to we're opening up the doors and asking you to come and celebrate faith in a positive way. And then that's going to end with a liturgy, and there's many other ways to be involved. If you take on a billet, and would like to take on a billet. We really need homes to billet these 700 odd people coming along. We'd also like you to be part of those main liturgies as well, as a thanks to you for taking on those billets. So what does it mean to take on a billet? Well, if you're a Good Shepherd parishioner, St John Vianney's parishioner, or a good Willis Hill, it's very simple. All you have to do is drop off the billet person each day here at the parish. They'll be picked up by buses, then they'll be dropped back off here, and you need to pick them up. We're asking you to provide breakfast and a bit of hospitality, but you don't have to look after them all day. We're not asking for a babysitting service. We're asking you to come and participate if you'd like to, or just house some people. You know, mattress on the floor is fine. Big houses in Australia would love a minimum of 2. A carload would be great in each house. I think we've only got about 150 beds so far. If you're not in the parish and you're part of the school, there's many people already generously offered. It just means we'll get you to drop off that billet person to one of those 3 parishes, whatever's closer and most convenient for you. So there's forms for hosting and volunteering during the whole experience at the back of the church as well. And guess what? There's no extra collection. We're asking you to pay for this with blood, with effort, and a bit of effort. So I just invite you. It's going to be an extraordinary experience. It's going to be an opportunity to share your faith, share your witness to these young people, your great faith in Jesus Christ, to witness your culture here in Australia to these young people coming from all over Australia and from overseas. So I invite you with confidence, and I encourage you, knowing full well that there's a team of over 80 young people that are committed to 3 years of this journey. There's 80 young people that have flown in and out of Victoria, some of them 2 or 3 times a year, committed to this. And I'm asking you to commit to this as well this evening and be part of this experience. So with confidence and faith, I thank you in anticipation for the generosity. I know this parish is very generous, and the college has been extraordinarily generous with many aspects. So I thank you for all the generous acts you're going to make over the next few months. Just conscious of how generous you all are. I'd like to acknowledge the college and thank Father Pat Maroney for our co-celebration here with Old Black Youth Australia and the International Old Black Youth Encounter. The college has been an incredible support. We couldn't have achieved this event at the level and the quality that we're going to achieve it without the extraordinary support of the staff there, the generous, totally open doors of the college, and the generosity of many of you who have already signed up as billet and volunteers in many ways. I'd like to pay particular thanks to the college and Father Pat Maroney for all that. And thank you to the singers.